Good morning, my bass brethren. I am here today with my latest obsession, the Epiphone Newport. Before I dive into this bass though, I want to address a couple of QC issues that are coming through on these basses. One, the nuts are cut really high. To accommodate that, the setups are really high. The bridge was way up on this bass when I got it. The stock strings, they were like, spaghetti, but they rattled and buzzed like nobody's business. The cores seemed to have really flexible, they were really flexible with no tension. So I think Epiphone really needs to address this on shipping these basses, because my bass was virtually unplayable in store. You heard the other video where it's all buzzy, and that was why. A player coming in who's not used to setting up their own gear, they might have a problem with it, and they might just pick this bass up and go meh and pick up the nearest square. So Epiphone has a real winner on their hands here. This is a really great bass at a nice price point with really unique features that you really can't get anywhere else, and it's just such a cool combination. So I say it with a lot of love, Epiphone. So if you're listening, and I know you are, get these things sorted, because this is such a great bass. So I'm going to dive right into it. I'm playing through my Fender Rumble 800 stage, it's a mouthful, on the dirty bassman setting. I know everybody wants me to play clean, but it's just not my nature, so I'm not going to. We're going to do the neck pickup first, with the tone rolled all the way back, so we get the kind of the full mud effect. Now these sidewinders are greatly toned down from the 60s variations, but with the right EQ you can get a very similar sound. So I'm going to do a couple of my favorite 60s mudbucker songs, just to give you a flavor. Bass lines ever, and one of the unique features of these Sidewinder equipped mahogany short scale basses is the notes leap off the upper register, and I just love that. That's something that just makes my little bass playing heart sing with joy. So there's that. Here's another demo, one of my other favorite songs by the Animals. It's great. It almost sounds like a Epi Rivoli. So this pickup has the tone, but without the massive foghorn, woofy quality of the 60s mudbucker. So I think for modern times, it's a great thing. I personally love a good 30K mudbucker. But on the upper register, the notes just sing. And it's still going. I love that about these basses. Now, let's dive into the Thunderbird pickup. I will turn the treble up, we'll get the tone up, and get that full kind of pick tone here. Beautiful. I love it. It's really bright, really punchy. Almost kind of sounds like a Rick. We'll get to that in a little bit. So, but my favorite is the two pickups blended together. I roll back the tone a little bit, and I'm gonna just get the Thunderbird pickup out of the mix just a little bit. let's see. I was playing some Beatles songs last night, and I was just really impressed how this sort of can ape Paul McCartney's 4001S with these two pickups. With round wounds, it sounds really close, and that's because you've got this neck pickup right by the butt of the neck, which gives a sort of open, woolly bass notes, and the pickup is it's not right up by the bridge. It's actually, you know, almost in a Rickenbacker-like position. So this bass kind of apes a 4001 pretty well. That's just my opinion, of course. So just to recap, this bass is beautifully built, aside from some of the little setup QC issues. Mine, I can't find a finish flaw anywhere, and it's just, and the wiring is almost lovingly done. I opened up the control cavity, and the wiring is just beautiful. So just to recap, I really love this bass. It has unique features, and at a map of 379, I think this bass is a real winner, and it's become one of my favorite basses just because of such unique features on it. The Sidewinder, the Thunderbird pickup, the two-piece Thunderbird bridge, the two-pneumatic bridge, and the color is just awesome. And I've always loved the early Newports. I used to have, years ago, a 60 to 63 Epiphone Newport, and I sold it to the great house of guitars to finance my move to Boston in 1983 to become a rock star. You see how well that worked out. Anyhow, it's still there, so I stop by and visit it every once in a while, and maybe someday it will come home. But until then, I have this, and this is good enough, folks. I really love this bass. I think you guys will too. This was a little long-winded, but I had a lot of ground to cover. I hope you've enjoyed it. So we'll see you next time, and keep on rocking, folks.